Hey everybody, so let's talk. Shall we talk? I feel like talking right now. So much has been going on lately and I am looking a mess as usual. Nothing new there. But I'm actually in my car filming because right now it's probably the most quietest and warmest place for me to film. So Nashville is going to be officially closed for business, and you can hear my neighbor's chickens in the background. They're actually out right now with the chickens. But yeah, as of midnight tonight, or I guess 12:01 a.m. really tomorrow morning, Nashville is closed for business, which is a good thing for me for the most part, with the exception of grocery stores, banks, gas stations, and of course medical facilities. Whew, it's been a wild one around here. So March 3rd we had the tornadoes here. Fortunately in my area it didn't hit. Thankfully we were spared. I filmed a video that day and I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not. It just seemed really weird for me to, while I was filming it I felt really weird, but anyway, I don't know. There's some things in the video that I might like edit down. I don't know, I may post it. I have such mixed emotions about whether or not I should post it. And today is the 22nd, by the way. And then after that I filmed a couple other videos explaining the way I felt about that video and dealing with some other stuff that was in that video, not related to tornadoes at all. It's more about like gardening and my plans and like this worm bin that I've been putting together to do my vermicomposting. Whew, okay, it's a little stuffy in here right now. Yeah, so let me kind of roll down my window some more here. My neighbors probably think I'm really weird for being in the car just sitting here talking. But again, it's the most peaceful place right now for me in general. And I just got off work. Well, actually I've been off of work for a couple hours now, but I haven't really been home. So here's the situation. So everybody knows what's going on with the world right now. I mean, how could you not? So it's been pretty bad around Tennessee. I think where I work is a big discount retailer, like clothing discount retailer, and we're the last one of our kind to finally close, but they made an announcement yesterday that we would be closed to the public, but we were still expected to come into work. And like I'll insert a nice little picture of the little press release they put on Facebook, because I got my hopes up until I read the comments, and then some of my coworkers got in touch with me and let me know what was going on, and I'm like, wow, bold-faced lie to the public. Thanks company, you're super. So anyway, manager called me last night to explain what was going on and that I'd be working today, which I was cool with. But then like the rest of the week would be like optional, and it'd be like going on for a couple of weeks that they would have like the store closed, but certain employees were expected to come in and help out if you wanted to. It became a voluntary thing, and everybody who's full-time, I think they would be getting like their typical pay during the 2 weeks regardless, and that if they wanted to work then they can earn extra money. But then those of us who are part-time, which that's a whole other issue right now, but those of us who are part-time, we were offered a one-time payment, which turns out it's some kind of grant. Like, I think it's some kind of federal grant, which makes me feel like I'm in college again, of a payment that might be equivalent to a week's worth, possibly, but whatever. I was just, at this point, I'm just grateful for whatever, because our store was open to the public, and we get all kinds of people coming to our store, and especially we get all kinds of sick people coming into our store. So it's like, why the heck are all these other businesses closing but our store is staying open? Like, we We are not essential. That's what they're calling this now, essential and non-essential. So we are definitely a non-essential business. So, like, a lot of people were on Facebook complaining about how the company was keeping its stores open amidst this whole crisis. And here we go with my little Kroger soda. So, I think they finally felt the backlash of that and decided to close the stores to the public. So, the press release made it look like that the stores were being shut down completely. Oh, no, no, no. So, anywho, and I was looking at our competitors, which are a few other very well-known discount retailers for apparel. They were giving, like, they were completely closing down their stores, not expecting employees to come in at all, and they were giving both full-time and part-time employees their average weekly pay for the duration that they'd be closed. So anywho, talked to my manager and told him, like, after today, oh my goodness, that if it's voluntary for us to come in, which it was voluntary for us to come in and make money during that time, but I'd rather just not. I'd rather just stay home and be in isolation and not have to worry about that. I don't want to put my dad at risk for getting sick. Yeah, so he's like, that's cool. So they took me off the schedule. So while we were at work today, on break, we caught the tail end of like a press conference from the mayor of Nashville talking about how all non-essential businesses in Nashville would be closed as of 12:01 a.m. going in tomorrow. Gosh, I'm already straining my voice now. Anywho, so we are officially closed for like 2 weeks, but because they took me off the schedule, like, I think the people who were on the schedule might still get their pay for those shifts that they would have been working. But since I was taken off the schedule last night, I managed to always wind up myself in these kind of situations. But I'm grateful that they're finally closing it down, because I mean, we could all have the virus right now and not even know it and be passing it around. And we worked in such close quarters. Like, what I would have been doing during the duration of the store being closed, like, they keep us in tight quarters. Even though the store is massive, our workspace is small. Like, for example, the last time I worked was like last Thursday doing this other stuff, and there's like a little 6-foot table, and there's probably like 8 to 10 of us crammed around the 6-foot table working at any given moment. Just saying. Doesn't really qualify for social distancing. And then they were putting down, like, telling the public that they were taking precautions to, like, clean and sanitize. And, like, they're doing the same thing they do every day. Like, and we don't even have, or we didn't even have, like, a massive amount of hand sanitizer like they were claiming that we had, or soap. Like, there was a day where we were, like, pretty much out of soap in the break room, and then I found out, like, the women's bathroom didn't have soap. So, I mean, yeah, company, you're taking on the proper precautions, alright? Whatever. Anywho, so that's where we're at with that. So I'm going to be off for a couple of weeks. I'm so grateful for that, because I'm trying to edit out all this choking and coughing. Like, my throat is strained from being at work and in that environment anyway. Like, that whole store is just like, the air is dry and dusty. Okay, hopefully I won't have any more choking fits before the end of this video. But I'm just grateful that things are closed now. Maybe this will help, like, prevent this virus from getting even more out of hand. Whew, okay, this is what work does to me every day. Oh, it takes me several hours to recoup from it. But anywho, oh, and after work, I decided to go to the grocery store, like everybody else. And really, like, we've been pretty, like, up on things for the most part, but there are a couple of things that we didn't have that we really could use. I was gonna try to get toilet paper for my aunt, uncle, cousin, but they, yeah, of course, like everywhere else, it's still sold out. So yeah, I went to the grocery store close to me where my mom used to work, which since her passing, like, we don't really go there that often. It just makes me really depressed going into that place, because that was like, ever since that store was built, we were shopping there, and then she at some point in time started working for the company and wound up working for that location until she couldn't anymore. And with yesterday, it was like, well, yesterday was the anniversary. The thing about being outside is that there are always planes going over. But yesterday was the anniversary of losing her. It's crazy to think that it's been 8 years. But yeah, but I heard, like, from a lot of people that the store, her store in particular, had a lot of stuff while other stores were sold out. I went in there and, like, more than half the store was sold out. It was insane. I'm like imagining what she would, like, what she'd be thinking about it right now. And oh gosh, if she was alive and well, she would not be a happy camper about, like, having to deal with what all is going on. And I wouldn't blame her one bit. In fact, I'm, like, praying for all the grocery store workers and medical workers and all the people who have to be working during this time. Gosh, it's crazy right now, but yeah. And it was strange being in the store and seeing how it looks right now. It's just bizarre. Ran into one of her co-workers. That's one thing, like, the store she worked for, I mean, it's a job, you know, nothing to really love or brag about, but the boss that she had was great towards her, and she had some really wonderful co-workers who really cared about her. And as far as I know, there's only one who's still there, and she's so nice. So it was nice seeing her. Yeah, so it's just been crazy around here, like in Nashville in general. It's been strange, like seeing how it is right now, like out on the roads, like near where I work is in a pretty busy area. And it was dead over there today. Like, of course, my store was the only one open over where it is, which is bizarre in its own right. Actually, I think Michael's was open down there. Yeah, but yeah, it's just weird. And like the streets that are usually like cram-packed with traffic, it was crazy. It wasn't until like we got to another main road. It's weird that one main road was practically dead and the other main road was just backed up with traffic, but there's all these police cars just up the street from where I turn on my street. It was crazy. I don't know what's going on, something crazy it must have been going on to have all those police cars blocking off the street. Whew. But yeah, but oh, what I was gonna say was, like, it's just the way Nashville is right now is bizarre. And I guess that's like all these big cities. Like, I've heard LA is on lockdown. We've seen, you know, footage of New York with Broadway being shut down there. Their Broadway shut down, our Broadway shut down. Oh my goodness. But after the tornadoes and everything, like, that kind of, you know, put a damper in things. And it made me think back to the 2010 flood, which I was going to do a whole, like, video about. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with the current situation going on. Depending on how long this pandemic takes place. But, oh gosh, here we go again. I'm just, you know, that was one time where we didn't get out much, like, couldn't really get out during those few days. And it shut down some major businesses. It did a lot of damage, and big areas of Nashville were highly impacted by that. But I'm trying to think back, like that, and then the tornado in 1998, and then probably the ice storms of the early to mid 90s. Like, that's the only time, like, I've seen Nashville, like, or at least my area, since I couldn't really get out during those times. being kind of like, just, I don't want to say isolate, but almost like just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird. There's still a lot of traffic on my street right now, but I imagine in the next couple of days that's gonna greatly decrease. Anywho, oh my gosh, I've been going on for way too long right now, but just I wanted to just talk and update and check in and whatnot. Anywho, maybe I'll put up those other videos, or if I do, I don't know if I want to, like, I really don't feel like editing them because it'll take forever, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I feel weird about some stuff that was in the video. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Anywho, wherever you are, I hope you're staying safe and that you're in good health and that your family's in good health and safe, and just hopefully we can get through this soon. Everybody will remain safe, you know, that this virus stuff will phase out. Yeah, so take care and thanks for watching.